Fellas, welcome to the new year. Happy 2025. Today's video, we're going to run through the first push session of the new year and how I plan to tackle the year going forward for myself personally, professionally for Built for Growth. So do subscribe, lock in for the journey. As always, we start with 5 minutes on the treadmill to get some steps in and a short warm-up just to get some blood flow to the muscles. Now this session has been in my program for well over 12 months now. There's a massive misconception around the need to change programs up every 8, 10, 12 weeks. That is not how you get proficient at a movement. If you are progressing and you are enjoying a training program, a training structure you have in place, then there is little need to change it for the sake of it. This idea of you shocking your muscles, that is just nonsense. Let me put it into layman's terms for you fellas. Imagine you've spent the last 6 to 8 weeks at work learning this new skill, the intricacies behind it, the right lingo. You have just about cracked it. You just about mastered that skill. And then your gaffer comes up to you and says, look mate, I'm going to put you on this job instead. It's somewhat related, but it's not what you've been working on. You aren't able to reap the rewards of the last 6 to 8 weeks to its fullest. Now, if that was me, I'd be pretty pissed off. Now, probably without you realizing, that is essentially what you are doing if you are swapping, changing programs every 8, 10, 12 weeks. You're not getting the full payoff from learning how to proficiently perform those exercises and then take it to failure at a weight that is ultimately challenging you and that will build muscle. Like, it might sound boring to some people, the fact that they're not going into the gym slinging tons of weight from day one. At the end of the day, fellas, we're all just after results. Change in the mirror, change on the scale, which is why when a client comes to me inside Built for Growth, we work on a form-first approach. Means we cut out the months, the years of you fucking slinging weight around, not making the progress that you should be making. It's okay, fellas. What you don't know, but you need to learn and you need to find out. I, for years, fellas, in my early days, went far too heavy. I could have probably cut the weight back and I'd have got a lot more out of my training those years. So that's why I'm so big on pushing training execution, getting your form right first before moving towards more of a focus on progressive overload. Get your form right first and you will fucking fly once we apply the principles of progressive overload, whether that's we incrementally increase the weight, we incrementally increase the reps, or it can be anything along the lines of improving your tempo, improving your form that little bit more. I still count that as progressive overload. It doesn't just have to be a little bit more weight on the bar. It can be how you perform the movement internally. Are you connecting with it more? Are you having more time under tension? And that, fellas, is why nailing your training execution should be at the forefront of your mind. Fellas, what is happening? Happy New Year. Welcome to the channel for 2025. This year has all the hallmarks for a quality year in the making, if you let it as well. The foundations of a successful year remain probably what they were in 2024 as well. Taking action, commitment to the cause, discipline, finding the level of focus that you need to achieve whatever goals you set yourself. I don't typically prescribe to the new year, new me mentality. I think you should be trying to improve yourself all year round. But if you are one of those who has just set out on a fitness journey to get in shape in January, like many others have, many others haven't as well, so take it in your step that you took action. Look, hats off to you. You've done the fucking first step. Now make sure every step after it is put in with as much discipline, as much commitment. From a personal standpoint, I'm not going to share all my goals and whatnot, but today has significance. It's 7th of January, 6 months of sobriety for myself. And that's the first big goal that I want to tick off in 25. From a professional standpoint, in this household as a whole is a promising year. I've got Built for Growth, myself, and that's going from strength to strength. We've got our first team training workshop in January. We've got our first team photo shoot in April from Kim, my partner's perspective. She's got Kind of Healthy coaching, which is absolutely flying and going from strength to strength. So as a collective, as a relationship, we've got a big year ahead. There's going to be plenty of challenges along the way. There's going to be some things that crop up. Momentum is going to be one of the things that will keep us going this year. And that is something that you can take away as well, that consistency is key, momentum is key. One bad day doesn't define a bad week. One bad week doesn't define a bad year. So don't let yourself fall off the bandwagon early and stay off. If you fall off, get back on. It is about enjoying the day-to-day of whatever goal you have set. Set your goal. If you haven't yet set them now. Reverse engineer it. Get the right people in your corner that are going to help you get there faster. There is nothing wrong with reaching out for help to people who have been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and are going to make your life a load easier. I myself have business mentors, physique coaches, all in certain areas to help me advance what I'm trying to do at a quicker rate, miss out the bottlenecks that inevitably will come at some point, and help you just achieve things at a much faster rate, potentially further than you thought you could achieve. And that's what 2025 is about, fellas. Momentum, discipline, hitting your fucking goals. So I'm gonna stop preaching right now. If you're gonna have a big year, make it fucking happen. Catch you in the next one.